So I don't know when this started, but like this whole thing with Spider-Man has like kind of been ran through the ringer throughout the years. I mean, like his very origin started with him literally losing his Uncle Ben because he let a criminal get away. Now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, by the way. By all means, that's like a wonderful origin. Perfect. What I'm saying is like, okay, that's what you consider to be necessary character development. Suffering does build character developments to a certain extent. You see, Spider Man is one of the most well known comic book heroes in the world. Everyone loves to see their favorite hero overcome adversity. A hero that has everything and never struggles doesn't make for an interesting story whatsoever, but the inverse could also be said to be true at the same time. You know, a hero that always struggles and never wins in life makes for a bad storyline. Considering he's the poster boy for Marvel, you would think writers would treat the guy a bit better. Instead, we have this guy have a whole storyline, but he gets his girl stolen by some random soft insight from one of the writers. Another storyline consists of him literally getting his body stolen by one of his villains, and witnesses literally turn his whole life around. It's not even a situation of Peter being dumb either, unlike in some of the movies. The comic book version of him, he doesn't have any organic webbing, at least most of the time. You see, these webs that he makes, they're known as web shooters. They're not they're not organic. They are literally an invention of his, a gadget. And these aren't basic web shooters either. He has made them capable of shooting electricity before as well. And let's just say these are very strong webs, bro. I mean, like these webs, they're not flimsy whatsoever. They're capable of webbing grown men to a wall for like an hour, I believe, before like the webs themselves begin to disintegrate or dissolve. It's enough time for the police to arrive and just arrest these criminals as well. That's one of Spider-Man's most well-known inventions too. He's been acknowledged by intelligent minds such as Tony Stark and even worked with him on occasion. Peter's stealth suit was a combined effort from him, Tony, and Hank Pym. There are more inventions like the cryo crew. I really was about to say cryo cubes, but cryo cubes is what I'm trying to say. But I mean, like, you get my point. Despite these showings of intelligence, I mean, he's usually displayed as some sort of broke reporter that's often down on his luck financially, barely able to make it by. And this leads me to this point that I wanted to make earlier. And this is in regards to like this whole body snatcher story that I'm going to speak about. You see, one of Spider-Man's main ops, Octavius, or like Doctor Otto Octavius, if we want to include like that part of his name in there. I mean, like I guess he's technically a doctor. Whatever, I'm rambling. Basically, he ended up stealing his body after switching consciousness with him. And for your information, Otto's original body was, I don't know, dying, I think, and Spidey was barely able to get his consciousness back in his body, but it was more like a floating ghost watching his body move outside of his control. And during this time, he would just witness Otto Octavius literally build a business from the ground up that made him a millionaire, and technology that helped to clean up the streets more than Peter ever did. I mean, like, I think even J. Jonah Jameson was giving Otto Octavius some praise at one point while he was in Spidey's body. And you know what that does to a man's ego? to a man's soul, that's gotta be crushing. I mean, like to see somebody literally live your life and do it 100 times better than you, literally walk in his shoes and everything. And I mean, like when he got his body back, I mean, like he was a millionaire for a while. That's kind of cool. Like, okay, we got the glow up of the century, and then all of a sudden, no. Yeah, he goes back to being broke. He literally lost his millionaire status, his business, a girl, and then some. I mean, to put the final nail in the coffin, bro. There was one storyline where literally Mephisto was preying on the downfall of Peter and MJ's relationship, and in exchange for saving the life of his Aunt May, Peter basically accidentally, I guess, gave up the life of his potential future daughter with Mary Jane. And people talk about the Kendrick versus Drake beef, but the beef Marvel writers have with Peter Parker's Spider Man, that is what needs to be studied. I mean, like, bro, you really just wrote yourself into a story to steal his girl, made this man a millionaire for a while just to make him broke again. Literally have him make a deal with what's basically the devil. And then there's still more storylines so that might be worse. But like, if you want to see more of that, I guess there's plenty more that I can say if I really wanted to, considering the fact that this is just barely scratching the surface. But I mean, like, if you want to see more or hear more, here's what you're gonna have to do. You're gonna have to hit that like button and let me know that you want to see more of this type of content in the comments below. And if you want to see more of my journey towards learning more about comics, I guess you would probably want to hit that subscribe button as well. But yeah, that's about it for now.